A fair bit of util use getting into the site, but Haunt and Paranoia still available as they go for the push into spawn side now.
Cruz swinging around the back. Ivy positioning wisely. Still does make a nasty little bit of damage there through the corner of the wall. 3 players in his way. He will just go ahead and recut back across towards that connector door at the same time. All of Nongshim, their forces now forward here into tree. Paranoia across. Kahlua just sat here, tucked away in backside. Will be able to recover from that stun of the blind. Now going unscathed as they start swinging around the side here. Tommy's able to find one to push out of the smoke. Premi going to be good for one there with the Sheriff in hand, but quickly does get dealt with by Francis as they look to try to get the defuse started. A re-swing's going to be coming through though from Dai, making his way forward onto the site, catching them completely off guard. Comes away with 2 kills. Paint Shell now to further delay. That's going to be down, be dead. And that is going to be the round going the way of Talon. This is just not enough time.
Should be able to establish themselves a very nice post plant. They're even going to take some spawn control here and just want to make sure that they keep 4 guns up here. They don't want to lose another kill to the Marshal of the Classics.
Yeah, if you lose the Stinger and carry for the rest, you still feel pretty okay about that, but keeping all 4 certainly is going to be the goal of Persia. Trying to get a shot woven through there, but unable to find contact, so we'll just look to re-wrap, but smoked off for the moment there is RB. Looks like he's widely content to just sit back and go down to the spike here.
I may go hunting here, try to look for the showstopper, and he's punished for it.
That's a Guardian out of position. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to recover this one. So yeah, they're just going to have to abandon that one on the floor. So it does end up being a little bit more costly than you...
Off angles on an agent where you have no escape mechanic, and he is punished for it. No wall active, not that they'll need it as Talon take full control of this C site. Pretty uncontested. It's going to be a difficult retake for Nongshim, but one they must complete or they're going to lose versus the bonus.
Once again, just scaling forward, taking that firm control this time, and 3 players pushing past here. Oh, just a quick little jump peek out, and Premi still somehow keeps himself alive. If he uses that as his exit path, he'll have a nice clear upgrade from that Stinger into a rifle. And for the remaining players here of Nongshim, you're in a fairly committed position from here, but likely you should just be drifting away and trying to save.
Trying to commit, getting zoned away by the util here. They may really just be playing for exits. Nongshim up to fall away from Mound and Talon. A flawless bonus.
In the post plan. Once again, Talon just full take of this site, full push forward. Clearing out all these deeper angles of approaches. Flash going to be turned away from the second shot, ends up going wide. He's going to have to try to exit. Converter path's going to be sent in as time, does get taken down. A nice shot from Ivy and some damage onto Kahlua. Gives them a bit of a window back into this one, but the Thorns for now hold them at bay.
Slowing them down.
Up and over the top, looking for that saturate, but Ivy Dobby going crazy as Ivy finds himself a third. Cruising to do it. Ends up beating a little bit more damage from through the corner, but crucially keeps himself alive. And that gives a player advantage here to Nongshim as they get ready to try to go for this retake. The showstopper going to be drawn out. Cruz lingering here outside of A. Finds Domby. Finishing the job there is showstopper effectively going to just be zoning them back. The re-swing. Cruz gets himself another. Now just like that, Talon there in an advantageous position where RB is trying to pincer his way in through this C door. But they're just getting knocked down one by one. Francis about to die. That leaves RB now to do it all.
He's going to get a couple exits for his trouble. Get closer to the pit. There's no way you're completing this clutch, though.
Yeah, looks like he won't even try to go for the tap. Doesn't want to try to bait them forward. Wants to hold on to the weapon. So we'll go his separate ways. He gets himself on the board here in this round, but he cannot get Nongshim another round win. So Talon, Orb going up. RB fight at the ready here on a timing. Sends it there off the back of the Nightfall and bounding forward. He just can't get his vision back fast enough. As Ty so quickly deals with 2. Domby going to be able to find just the 1 as Kahlua is swinging forward into the site. Is able to take his head clean off. And for the 2 players alive here on Nongshim, you're just going to have to save.
They're just folding this site time and time again like a bloody plastic chair right now. Just absolutely cleaning up Talent. I don't even think you contest this as Persia. Like, what can you even do? Surely not.
You have 2 Vandals, your economy is in the dumps. I mean, I guess Ivy could just have another Ivy moment. Put the cape on.
Bring them down.
Prowler will get the check. Still so much to try to contend with, though. Haunt at the ready here from Kahlua. Still has a seize behind this. A quick peek out. Cruz trying to find the timing. Tap on the spike for the defuse, and now Persia, the glass cannon himself, last one alive. And
for a map you should be prepared on here.
makes you scratch your head a bit and wonder about the pivot here. Move away from having that hard sentinel in play. Ty is just fully blinded up, but it doesn't matter. He's got plenty of bullets. A hell of a lot more than Ivy does.
I mean, I kind of agree with you. Like, they're getting into these sites very easily against the Viper comp.
Primi able to just go ahead and tuck out of there. Right now, Ty about to have his eyes here on Persia. Ivy as well, scaling forward, trying to gain this space, but there you go, Persia dead. Ivy now noted. Bold of him to re-peek that.
It's just great patience from Talent in the 4-on-3. Knowing that Nongshim have to make a play somewhere, have to make something happen, and they've punished it accordingly. Cruz now lurking around this C mount. Not hearing anything, not seeing a push on that side of the map, so feeling that it's safe to go into C, because often at a man disadvantage, if the C anchor is going to rotate anywhere, a lot of the time he is going to push at a deficit. So if he hasn't pushed, then he probably has just rotated off that site back to A, and therefore, C side is open for business once again here, boys.
Yeah, and even though the clock is getting run down, they've got plenty of time unless they just catch a stray here. Bite, I mean, rebounds so far off the wall that it's a non-factor. And now Nongshim are in.
Oh, now we're clearing out C mount, and we're just working the map back to front.
Okay, well, Ivy does manage to find Primi. It's a good first step, a good opening kill. It's the follow-up spot there onto Cruz.
He wants to go for more. He feels like he needs to go for more with how flat Nongshim have been so far this game. Still aggressively posturing.
Bring them down.
Rala does confirm that Talon's still in the area.
30 seconds
Cruz for now, eyes trained here on the door. I mean, they could just try to go for the pivot. They do have Kahlua lurking forward here at B main, but Rolling Thunder is going to be set on a bit of a timing, but it's actually quite shallow, so it doesn't find that opening hit.
There.
Try to push back these players, so they're scaling forward very quickly. Fault line, however, will be able to zone them back, and this is going to flush them over towards the A site, where there's 12 seconds remaining, as you say, and Ivy looks to hold the line, finds the first, gets rid of Cruz, with the plant still being stuck to. Tries to run him down, and Ivy not going to be able to find an ace, but he will be able to find a showstopper now. It does go out. See if they're going to be able to avoid it. Seems like with how deep Ty's been going, yeah, no one's likely to get caught by this.
Have secured waterfall control though, and now they're going to pivot straight into C. RB reading this very smartly though. He's positioned himself over on Mound, but look at Cruz's position.
If they're just fully circumnavigating this pit to get themselves into the C site, and Cruz, with that op in hand, has a very casual shot to take down Francis, and now Nongshim have to be worried. You got one guy who's just left abandoned inside of a pillar of green smoke, and the rest are cut off.
Big fight on Swan.
See if they're going to be able to find anything here on the reef. Push is further confirm op presence. One shot remaining here in the magazine. The Nightfall is going to be committed to this one. Connects on the two, but I believe the Vice is going to be avoided. Oh boy! Oh, you landed right in front of him. And he's got covering fire. Persia going to be able to find one here on the back end, but Primi with that.
Got a snakebite to be dropping. Cruz spotting out RB on the site. Now they're going to turn their attention towards him, and he's just going to get folded relatively routinely yet again. Thai, an easy entry into the site from him.
Not much more to say. And France is going to be good for one. The spike not yet planted. Aftershock could come in to try to... Never mind. As it's just going to be Ivy left alive. Four targets.
They've avoided him well this round.
A third 4K, perhaps.
We'll take it on the exits. We'll get closer to a Nightfall, but that's where the good news is going to end. Heading into the final round and a half. This is just domination from Talent. They're getting out macroed. They're getting out microed.
And I think I know what's going on. I think I understand it.
Okay, what's your theory?
I think that Nongshim have also just accepted the red light, green light theory. So they're coming into today thinking that they're just guaranteed to lose. Whereas you need to just realize that all of these things are silly. And that, yeah, you need to just ignore the curses and all of the mumbo jumbo surrounding it and play your own game. Nightfall now going across. Bleed gets the catch just onto Francis. It's Primi with the mask on, just sprinting forward, trying to get a scout here. We'll just make his exit inside the connector. Clue at the same time, scaling forward to upper. Taking that first fight, losing it, but the second layer from Ty is there to trade one back. And he's even going to trade it up. 3K now for the Rays. As Ivy, once again, needing to be a hero as he's the last one standing. Ty at the same time, potentially on the hunt here for the ace, if Primi doesn't take it away from him.
He's stalling time for him.
He's going to try to assist it.
Go on, son.
Push forward for this one. Oh, they're just jumping at it. Right to the bullets. Okay, with advantage, but this paranoia could absolutely swing the tides here very quickly. As there you go, Smoke going to be falling down, and okay, Nongshim do get the better of them as RB is able to collect two. So Quick little pivot here from Jit Boys to try to see if he can find anything, but it's only Ivy who's realistically tagged up as the spike gets ready to be planted.
It's a simple play, but just walking up in the orb can do you a lot of favors, catching the defense, slipping there with a big mound setup. Jit Boys now reserved expectations of him putting this clutch together.
Planted.
Well, I don't really know exactly where he's approaching from. Well, arc rose, but yep, there you go. A little wide swing into the...
It's RB.
Yeah, just another brutal start. Posted up the top of the tree. Forward pushing. Okay, Dominic just managed to get the readjust, but Primi finds him there to the corner tight at the same time. Finishing the job on the Francis is, yeah, they're just getting worked in the neutral here on the approach.
Back to our regularly scheduled programming, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's just the daily approach. A smoke over towards stairs. Give them a little bit more comfort here as quick little step over the line, gets that sheer wall pop, drawing some attention back for a moment, but what a shot from Primi. That's the raid boss down. Ivy gone. Fault line stun there at top of rope. Drop coming in from Ty. No target to really find quite just yet. But you've got all three players of Nongshim very fanned out. Francis on the peak, able to find one. And that's a critical kill as Persia notes the door. Jit Boys dead. Primi holding that. Denies the swing, pushes, however, to his own demise. The bite, the paranoia, all there to delay. Kahlua will need to try to pick them both off, but he just does not have the time, so we'll have to make his exit back through the stairs, but he does continue to make this a little bit more costly. So Persia, lone survivor here for the side of Nongshim, but they critically do stop Talon from getting up the match point.
Can see Talon have the money to recover from that, though, so with only one...
Right back, but now there's going to be a pain shell just lobbed in there, immediately finding an immense amount of damage. He falls down to 45, and they are just between a rock and a hard place. That fault line is not going to be enough to try to peel for them.
Spike down A.
Only Primi found RB now, continuing to try to lurk forward here at Mound. He's been able to do that successfully, but that's because the lion's share of Talon have all been playing around the A site, and now he's going to fight them all.
Time to run into an up-down with an Odin.
What?
Oh, hold on, 1 HP.
Okay, he's got 1 HP, but that's still incredible that he managed to break that.
Cruz is low. Could be cooking with gas here.
I bet if that's decay, though.
Yeah.
He's at 44. RB going to rotate around. Pops the wall. With the peek in, though, from the Omen. I mean, they should know.
If he can even just get one here and get a plant, then potentially he could play the Pit Decay in the 1v1 against Jit Boys, who's quite high HP. That could definitely work out.
What a play it would be here for RB.
Talon's got him dead to rights.
10 seconds
Even if Cruz wasn't here, I think that he's just not going to be able to get there in time.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah.
Right? There's a lot of pressures that come with that. It's Ty up and over the top. Playing off the haunt reveal. And the fadeaway shot on the Ivy. Ty layering in the showstopper right at Persia's feet. He wants this map to be over. And with his efforts, I think he has pulled it off. Looking for a second ace. Won't be able to have it. Domby just managed to deny. Trades back a bit.
Back in a
Yep.
flash.
That's that convergent pass. Going to jump spot with the Refact just to be able to clear out Mount. RB, if he gets a kill or a plant, will have a pit.
But even then, you need this shot.
Enemy remaining.
On to Primi, but it's going to be Primi who gets the kill instead. And there you go. Mask on. Jit Boys. Going to be unnoted as, Primi plays it so very aggressively, but to absolute perfection. 13-5, Talon. Shut. More damage going to be found as Nambi takes a shot. Persia sending out that paranoia. Jit Boys close enough to be able to get the spot, but Nambi finding Die there behind the box. Cleans up two. So player advantage going to be found here for Nongshim. RB on the Jiggle Peak out. Nearly gets punished, but manages to relocate.
30 seconds
Hound
left.
down this enemy Omen, but just barely misses the timings.
Needs to stay alive at backside here. He's completely isolated. They're rotating back to A.
Just out into the open. A shot into the shoulder, but Primi surviving and winning out the fight. He gets the headshot, gets the plant here in play. And Talon now in a 3v3. Post-plant situation, looking to be decently favored.
Haunt and Gravnet are back up, but I don't think they're going to get clean connections on those. It's up to Danby to win duels over on spawn side.
And they've got two players stacked here into this position. The Jiggle Peek around the corner is able to spot out the one, but it hasn't seen anybody over at tower, so Kalua's spot for now. Completely unscouted.
You're not getting in. It's a Gravnet from Primi and a Sonic Sensor for Francis.
Every angle being watched. Domby able to win out that fight. Yeah, a little bit whiffy from Kalua. So kill ends up coming through as Domby comes up with 4 and Francis gets the other.
Prowler going to confirm the lurk.
Full forces working their way over here as RB
Cage triggered.
Could just send out the bite there on that timing. Instead just slides back behind the box here as Francis causes some distraction and continues to weave a couple shots in. Eats a good amount of damage though in response.
Barrier mesh dealt with before the side exec even gets kicked off here.
Sees bite now going to be thrown in. Ty teleporting forward. It's the annihilation at the ready.
30 seconds left.
Sent, but no grab, and they're just pushing forward through these walls. As Francis guns down 3. Damn near flawless
Presence. He's trying to bait them into the paranoia.
Yeah, and that's just... Oh, Downbeat does not check behind!
Uh-oh.
And Clue is going to be able to find one. I thought they had a player on alert. Maybe
I think it was Primi and he TP'd out.
It would have been Ty on the TP out, but RB able to find one. This is going to be messy. About as messy as our commentary just was this round. As Nongshim will be able to scoop up this Phantom here.
That's... Spike firmly in the hands of Nongshim. Prowler does clear out spawn side. Dark cover to establish that control. RB very low HP, just trying to tuck his butt in the corner. Play the one and done here.
And just sliding back. Don't want to give over a free kill.
That's timing though.
Yeah, now they're not watching back in towards the spawn.
Oh dear.
They might have actually completely missed this one. And smoke going to be thrown down, but now, okay, Persia does turn his sights back over here onto the angle. Finds the first, and it's going to be an easy cleanup. Winning Catastrophe is not falling for the fake here. Util thrown in. That's going to be the grab net right there at his feet. RB still able to find one, but Kahlua trades it up. As Francis similarly does go down. So advantage now to the side of town as the plant gets ready to come through. Looking a lot more decisive and concise, but Jitboy's going to be caught out in mid. Brings this back into a 3v3.
Yep, juggling guns here. Ivy going to throw the rifle to Danby for the re-entry back into the site. Sonic Sensor's going to make Nongshim's life incredibly difficult back on in here.
Just on the outside of the smoke here, which will now dissipate. Check, Cruz. Couple shots in as Paranoia goes across, connecting onto him in tower, but not under any pressure, and that net does not go deep enough to actually get the grab. Downbeat just here below, bounding forward, somehow planting his feet and winning the fight. Falls down to 30. Primi at the same time gets a turn back to look up.
I was just
thinking, the enemy Neon, and now the operator has to be saved.
Quick A control off the back of the drone here. Ivy potentially tested, Ponytail spotted out.
Yep. It has been seen. It's going to be a bit of a util dump now in exchange. The Baron to try to slow them up. Hunter's Fury getting the tag, getting that connection, looking for the final kill, and Ivy will get taken down.
Mesh going to keep Nongshim back. Actually, Francis is in front of it.
In front of this one. He tries to go for a timing, but they're watching for it. Very wise to that as Persia loses his head, and Downbeat now again trying to threaten these flanks with the operator, but the call to save is going to have to be made, so Nongshim start to back away.
Timing between Cruz and RB here. RB slips past, wants to try to hold on to this rifle. A couple of exes would...
Snakebite will delay, as it's going to be the gate crash cleared out here.
Just Talon trying to force out utility.
Ultimately, they're only able to find a little bit here, but Jitboys does find Persia. But asleep at the wheel as Downbeat down to the open. He's sliding forward. Then he just got a classic.
Where you going?
There's nothing else behind this. You haven't used the ultimate. I don't know, flash in towards the site. The ping reveal off the recon dart, and Kahlua collects 2 kills. And any hope of converting this one quickly does get. Now it has been a big thorn on their side. RB gonna look to lock down this B main position.
Oh, Dimensional Drift and the Annihilation. They're looking to catch RB here.
They have a net at the ready to really try to lock him into position there. Oh, he gets the grab. It goes past Francis and does find the Viper. The pit's going to be there for the remaining time before that kill actually comes through. Nightfall going to be sent, but Francis still going to be taken down. Primi again pushing forward, playing aggressively with that operator. He's able to find the kill.
Spike planted.
Once again, a huge post plan established here.
You hit that shot, you might start feeling a little bit better, but your odds! But those shots from Persia end up being damn clean. Puts them now in a position where they might just be able to make this happen, but Premier around the corner with that operator need to be cleared out. The Paranoia is available here, but he's continuing to scale forward, and he's about to catch them completely off guard. Downbeat now dead. Persia frantically with some shots forward into the smoke. Eventually he's able to find him because Premier rings out another shot. The time is ticking. This Cruz, last one standing, tucked here into the corner. The drop down. Should know exactly where they're at. The hold to half, the spray starting to come through. Persia trying to keep him protected, but it's just going to hit here, it would seem, though. Still thrown into the back corner. And TP forward, and RP is there, primed and waiting. Immediately finds a shutdown there on the tie.
It's, again, the counter utility in the choke. Thigh goes in, but nobody can support him. The only person on this comp who has any dive potential is Cruz. And Jip Boys just gets caught on the fadeaway.
Now just looking for some spam here in the mid. The wall going to be falling, but Domby still holding his own. Finds a quick kill, tucks around the corner, gets the spot out here onto Kahlua. I think they thought they had him blinded up. They do not, but either way, they're still able to find the kill here. As RB will be brought down on the flank, but Primi has his work cut out. This is a guy that you cannot face into one after the other.
Response, but it's a second too late, and Talon have already seen that. Now the pivot back across towards the A side of the map. Great spam from Persia. Jip Boys always hyper-aggressive on the extremity, punished yet again, and Talon stuck behind a barrier mesh. They wanted to speed up A, but into the deadlock, they can't.
And that significantly slows up the approach here.
Oh, it's only a deadlock, not a hard senti like a Cypher. This is where you can very much explore and exploit the middle of the map. Nongshim remaining active in the 4-on-4 though. They're going to take A main. This is a really good move from the defense. You can see Francis is well aware, but you can't lose that pick to Primi.
Not sure why they're even really playing out like that. You've got the sonic sensor set up on the forward spot. RB though,
30 seconds
good timing. He's getting himself around the back, but he's not going to continue to push this angle. Does get drawn back over. At the same time, you got Francis in such a rough spot. The drop down, managing to find one, tries to go for the transfer. It's only going to find a lick of damage there on a Kahlua. Doesn't get the kill. Cap the plant though, and now time's starting to get away from them here. And it's looking for the grab, and this time it ends up going a little bit wide. RB not grabbed, but Primi again. Dominance here on display with the operator. It seems like he solved just enough. It will just be the net. Trying to lock them in position. Hunter Sphere now opened up from Kahlua, trying to pound down these players and open up the A site a bit more. Down at the same time, folding in mid. No. Cruz finds himself a second. Paranoia going to be sent from Persia. It's a big one to try to slow them up, but there's just too many numbers here. It's a little bit of a wide swing. And okay, bounce into the corner. Primi going to be napped up by the ultimate. They maybe look to try to clear him out. And they are able to do so. Tries to draw to short. He still falls, but now it's all on RB. Finds the first spike now planted. Double disconnect back in towards Yard. Sends out the pipe to try to open up some space here for himself. But he knows that these players are going to be low on HP. 76 between the two of them. Just 85 on RB. Cruz dialed in on the angle. Swings off it for a moment.
Enemy remaining.
Peeks back in, and RB, he just has no idea where Jip Boys is going to be on the approach from. Turns back, and he cannot. Quick little TP there is, shot does connect, and puts Domby down low, 10 HP remaining. Just goes backpedaling here with that overdrive, re-peaks, and eventually will fall, but does find a good amount of damage for his life. Weapons, however, not going to be recoverable here for Nongshim as Jit Boys on a nice timing. Just uses that recon as bait, swings in, takes Persia's head off.
Very consistently has been able to open up these extremities. Flank coming in for Nongshim will be checked by the trip here, and Primi's already posted up.
No reason for him to try to swing out here. Francis just doesn't have an angle until this very moment. Does manage to go ahead and cut him down, so weapon can be scooped up. Barrier mesh needing to be cleared. This Yard angle very much being watched here. As Cruz tucked in behind the box, swings, finds one. Francis on the counter. Trades it back. 2v2, but time starting to work against him, but Francis is absolutely in
the A side of the map, courtesy of a one-man fake thrown by Francis.
Yeah, and they're looking to just go ahead and completely overwhelm him, and they shout. Taken down, and now, okay, well, he can't even complete the teleport. Jit Boys has killed him before that can even come through. Off to the races here is trying to close the gap and just come up with two there. Is Domby with that frenzy in hand, but he cannot make it happen. RB now left to his own devices in a 1v4. Just the classic. And yeah, we'll just swing out into the open. That's going to be him taken down, and Talon taking that first step towards tying things. Bonus here. Could just be crushing for Nongshim and could be the final nail in the coffin. Cruz sliding forward, Judge around the corner.
Toxins going up.
And even then, he's got so many reinforcements behind this. The wall will fall. Paranoia connecting, RB. And he just held down M1. Maybe could have got a bit more damage, if not the kill, but instead it will just be tight. Down to 89, and the kill count equalized.
Primi actually adjusted his sonic sensor to double up inside a main there at the last second.
Oh, yeah.
Double senti setup inside of this site.
Quick clear of the barrier mesh. Like you said, that trip, though, in position. GrabNet now going to be lobbed in. Looking to try to lock him down. Premi does get caught by one. Clears the haunt, however. Goes for the removal, and downbeat. This criminal just sliding across the floor. Is able to find Jit Boys. Look to try to get rid of this enemy deadlock. Cannot do so, but Persia will. It's a player advantage now, but Nongshim starting to get into dangerous territory. And you've got Tai, I was going to say, who has a Guardian, as well as Cruz with a Phantom. This is still very doable for Talon. Pop flash around the corner. Francis able to avoid that TP forward here. Staying quiet, staying in position, but there's the swing, there's the shot, and there's the double face. More heavily stacked site. Granted, Tai here does just have the 5 HP, so should swiftly be dealt with. Maybe can find a kill before getting taken down, but here comes the quick little slide, and not going to be able to TP out fast enough. Backpedal going to be coming through, fast lane now going to be set up. Teleport the reposition. Jit Boys finds one. It's RB dead outside of A main, but now the spike can be planted, but the Zoden looking to wreak some havoc and looking to find some shots through the walls. And we'll be able to do so. There goes downbeat.
Talon just tucking themselves in.
France on the approach. Dealt with as Jit Boys looking for that 4-piece. Cannot make it happen, but leaves Ivy now all do his own devices. The approach and the shot in between the shoulder blades. Premi will be able to shut him down.
With RB outside A main, though, it should be an A ending, I would assume.
You have this pivot back, though. I mean, Premi's already good enough to take point and find that first kill, but now you've also got this operator in behind this as he's playing a pixel angle, but it's one that Francis actually displaces him from. But how do you get rid of this? Yep, flick is going to be good.
You don't.
Try to find the kill. Quick little reposition, and that is the door being slammed shut here on this B site. Nongshim clearly scratching their heads, wondering what in the hell they can get done, but honestly, it might just be an angle to try to save.
I mean, the protocols are too clean for Talon. They know what's clean and dirty with the trips and the cam in place. Wow, Jit Boys can just tuck and be ready for the spawn wrap here. Kahlua on the rotation could get caught. That's what Persia's looking for. Oh no. That's the worst timing you've ever seen.
30 seconds left.
That's a brutal one. I think, yeah, if you're Francis and RB right now, you should be trying to back away. They're probably feeling like they're in a little bit too deep. 20 seconds remaining. It's forward into the cage. The counter spam coming through, and Francis does manage to find one. Crew's dead, but with RB going down, any hope remaining in this scramble. This gone. Well, there's a tripwire, which is cleared out. Cruz holding the angle, still able to find one. Francis is going to be taken down. Relay Bolt looking for the stun. Able to back away as there's the pink reveal. There's Dombey dead, and Jit Boys is doing wonders here for the team. Annihilation gets the grab on a Kahlua, so in the end, when the dust settles, it's going to be a 2v2. Premi has an Annihilation of his own.
Dimensional Drift and Annihilation, so they could really look for a player to isolate with the deadlock hold here.
It looks like that's going to be the case. The push forward goes in around the back, and RB is staring over towards Yard. The exit with the clone. Persia to find the one. And he's trying to judge it right. No, it ends up going wide, but now he knows it. Persia just trying to play it on the limit. Round A main.
Kahlua just trying to play this off angle. Nongshim wall up, making some moves into middle now.
They spot him. Actually, he slides back along the wall. Just outs himself. Francis happily takes that.
Speeding up short A now.
Oh, would have been a hell of a shot, but Ty can't quite make it connect. And now he's teleported all the way back across towards that B side. But Jit Boys again, continuing to be a bit of a nuisance. Gets the reveal, gets the kill, haunts up out into the window. Going to quickly be cleared, and Jit Boys is still going to be good to go ahead and double dip for a second.
Flushed out of the site. Nongshim getting the plant established, and Pit goes down from RB. Flank coming in from Premi here.
How much can he get done? He's set on a reposition, can wrap around through mid, collect the weapon from Kahlua's body. Looks like that's exactly going to be what he does. So Vandal going to be in hand. Premi ready to push forward, and RB just now checks over towards this side of the pit, finds him on the entry. Just Cruz left alive.
No escape.
Might just be a call to try to
Sentis.
Yeah, smoke towards top window. Prowler going forward. Paranoia sent. Premi zoned away here for the moment, but still playing the angle. A bite though at his feet, and Dombey sliding forward is able to find the kill. Ushering the rest of the team now into the B site. Still 2 players on the approach, but they have to re-clear mid, so the drone is even going out. This is really slowing up the Talon forces from getting back into position here.
It's going to take a long time. Got to deal with Danby in the link here.
The spot, the headshot, the spray down, and he is instantaneous with that second. 3K for him overall. As Chit Boys continuing to put up some flashy plays here for the team, but a good damn. Followed up by the Gravinet, but nothing more than that, really, to try to dissuade them. Nongshim have their eyes set on this site once again. Brokers toward the connector. Hunter's Fury going to be opened up here from Kahlua. Premi able to hold his own for 2 quick kills as Tommy and Ivy both get taken down.
Spike planted.
Boys needing a little bit of friendly fire just to try to peek the angle. Can't see much more there as Persia, considering going for a TP as Francis, going to be noted. He is in such a bad spot. Persia, however, holds the line, tries to lock off Axis from here, but does he realize how many more players are on this approach to swing in, and Kahlua is able to dispatch him, and that leaves RB now alone. Down just around the corner, but he finds the timing! Getting the jump as the recon is in hand! Gets the spawn!
Using their utility, then they could run into some trouble here.
Oh, looking for the jump there onto RB, but they don't catch him asleep. He's able to go ahead and turn around. His tie is just a hair off on the timing. Can't find it. Chit Boy's dead. And now it's just Kahlua and Ty to try to see if they can get any kind of damage dealt, but RB is still out there hunting. They are wary about that.
Want to see the kills go the way of the Viper or the Fade here. In fact, the death, although it gives the rifle over to Talon, does get RB closer to his pit.
And just by 1, but I mean, they're walled off here from the barrier mesh. Would have to put that Phantom to use and dump the majority of its ammo just to try to get through there. So it seems like widely just going to be Kahlua, seeing if anyone slips into his sights, and otherwise maybe just go down here to the spike. Swing out in the spot. Kahlua does manage to find 1. Just RP tagged a little bit, but he gets slotted in exactly where he wants to be. And Persia being outdone, not ready for Kahlua to be watching this deep here, all the way at top mid. He's going to re-peek, and that will be his demise. So ends up getting it traded back. 1-1, and now the neural theft going to be invested. So, you know, Chit Boys is going to be around their fallen teammate's corpse, but all information going to be gained here as RB stuck into the corner. Some spam to take him lower. And he looks to try to pull off a bit of a hero play, but cannot make it happen. Nightfall goes across over towards that B site, whereas face in over towards Yard, and Ivy, he's able to find 2. Spike now ready to be planted, but Francis fully disconnected, and that leaves Ivy now to his own devices to try to make this happen. He only has 30 HP.
He's got some sonic sensors and a Gravinet to work with, as well as the Annihilation, but probably needs to take a duel on one of these off angles to get a quick headshot to convert it into the 1-on-1.
He needs to try to get 1, and then maybe just send the Annihilation off a tap at the defuse.
I don't think they're going to be expecting him this deep on the flank here.
Potentially not.
Sensor destroyed. Sensor down.
Clears him out. Sees the 1, sees them both.
Hold them to their grave.
He's going to be trying to make a play for this one, but he does not get the diffuser. That's just Premi gone. He's going to try to swing out, but small angle, spotting out the legs, spotting out plenty, in fact, as Cam now does get cleared. Paranoia going to be sent out, and Cruz able to strike for 2. Downbeat Francis both going to be taken down. The crunch in the mid is looking gorgeous here for Talon, as they are just 2 kills away from sending this to overtime.
Ooh, Spike picked up. RB's got space on the site. This could be the pit if he converts this.
Doesn't manage to find that kill, and that would have been a critical 1. Would have made them a lot more comfortable. Instead, it is just that bite, but now he's trying to play a little bit of an off angle, just hugging along the side of the smoke, going for a timing, and eventually is able to find 1. Tries to go for the pit! He ends up losing his life. Premi W the ult, the TP, Persia, as he outdone them, finds 1, turns, gets the kill, the net. It's way too shallow, but it doesn't matter. Try to scout this position, and he's going to be able to do so. So Dombey, ping revealed. In such a rough spot, but is actually able to back away. Persia at the same time is coming to the rescue. He quickly finds 2 kills. Ty and Cruz both going to be taken down.
Chit Boy's trying to bait out the sonic sensor. Persia now in on the rotation. This man's everywhere.
Now pretty much all in. No chance for recourse, no chance to try to really reposition this barrier mesh. Holds Downbeat back here for the moment. She'll peek out. Getting a decent amount of information as Persia lurking within the smoke. The shorty at the ready. Oh, the 1-2 pump. Puts Primy down to 51, but cannot find that second kill. Still does an immense amount of work here for Francis to play off of.
I think that this is just RB once again going for the lurk. Prowler has been hurt at least.
And there's the Odin. And with Domby dead, Nongshim going to be left scratching their heads.
I mean, how do you get into these sites now with this slow comp? The only dive you've got is Persia. It's just dry contact from this point.
And it's double TP forward, I guess.
That didn't go so well on the pistol.
B site, no. Well, it looks like they're going to cut some noise, have RB try to draw some attention over here towards B. So they'll look to try to clear out this barrier mesh a bit. And they do have the attention of 3 players in position here. But John Riot, please. Mr. Riot, let's have a conversation about the Odin.
Oh, let's have a conversation about Ivy. See if you can drag them kicking and screaming through this mid-round. It's not even the finish on the A side here. He's really just trying to pull the rotations away from B, and he is an excellent salesman here. He's pulled all of Talon back over to A and then just slinked away, and now you see Nongshim walk into the B site for free.
They're just now starting to really get a sense of this, but it's only Primy rotating over. I mean, if you want a point of first contact, obviously he'd probably be your #1 choice for this.
It do.
As, oh, the swing out. That's Ivy dead to rights.
Spike planted.
Oh, find the one, but RB can't get the catch. And that means that they are critically outnumbered. Smoke and a TP. I wonder where Persia's at.
Doesn't
He
matter.
goes to the tower. He finds one. He drops down. That's a bit of damage here to the ankles. Swing out of the corner. Well, Jip Boy's ready to just go ahead and Goomba stomp him there. RB now to try to clutch, and he cannot.
Here.
Clue needs some damage from something there over towards mid. As net, critical timing from Ivy. As Persia swinging out from yard is able to find himself a kill. Ivy gets a second. Primy, however, picks up with his Hall's position, but Persia is there to clean it up. Looks to pick up the pieces, spike in hand, but re-swings back around the front, and Persia puts him back over to the defending spawn. Nongshim are looking for a very pacey hit here onto this A side. How? This should be illegal! Arrest this man! Oh, Kahlua with a quick little peek, taps the plant, Cruz looking for a third, and yeah, of course he's gonna get it.
Got the garden hose out. Sprays everybody down at
He gets the
4K.
quick peeks around, so it's gonna be a little bit of info gather for them.
Contact this time.
Shock Dart gonna be lobbed in. Persia blinded, sends out a paranoia, but he gets ping revealed. The recon from Kahlua absolutely being his undoing. That's the Clutchmeister gone here from the side of Nongshim. Is Ivy. It's joined in here alongside Domby, but he's going to be very quickly overwhelmed as Domby gets taken down. And look at the timeout call. This time here for Talon. Might just be working a treat. Francis managing to find 2 quick kills here in reply. He himself, though, down to 10 HP, avoids the shock dart. Lobs the C's. RB finding 1, but now it's all down to Francis. 10 health. Primy damn near full on it. He'll get decayed down a little bit lower. Doesn't have a prowler. Holds the haunt, a shallow one. It gets cleared. Can't find him with the timing. Look.
Be harder for Nongshim to get in on the hard entry. Obviously, they'll swap out later on, but Damby's going to be glass cannon. Good pick from RB into middle.
Yeah, great lurk forward. Shock Dart not getting into the corner. They opted to go for the bounce. Might have been able to find a little bit more damage here, but instead RB just gets that kill, and he's able to just slide away to safety.
Gotta be spotted on the exit there. Dry contact from Damby. He's just waiting for someone to peek.
And Kahlua, okay, does manage to go ahead and find some revenge for Ty here at the end of it all. He's back to parity. Domby once again sprinting forward, but swiftly dealt with Kahlua with another monstrous kill. Drags across, finds the third. Primy through the smoke. Finds Ivy. And that might just do it. Persia now the last one standing.
Destroyed.
The trip cleared out. Noise being made, no ambiguity about this one. It does manage to go ahead and boldly get the spike planted, but Primy's just poking and prodding, looking to whittle away here at this Omen. And on the final swing, will strike him down. A Talon starting off their playoff run